nights up, still popping and raging. The SVR still living the range. I want her, she wanted the same. And above same time, both glad that they came. Keep me a vibe, I can't keep it contained. No, I keep me some dolls, always keep me in training. Tat a logo on the back of my brain. Don't ask me what the fuck am I thinking. Back of these walls, I'm full of that drink. Air came through with a little entertainment. Air 29 got it looking like space. Houston is a problem, we busting up faces. Shit. I came with the snakes, no squid. Straight up, I broke out the game with a 4-5-6. She loving the fest, I see it. She loving the fest, yeah.
Hello, this is my project, Data Fusion, extracting IMU and GNS insights from hardware devices. My name is Michael Ruddy. I'm a senior at UC San Diego. And for this project, I worked closely with the Triton AI Autonomous Racing Organization here on campus. And they gave me a couple of tasks to do. So first off, what is an IMU? It is an internal measurement unit. It's going to give you information regarding motion and rotation. And a GNSS is a GPS. It uses satellite data to get location information. So what did I do in my project? Well, I worked with a few devices. Here is the first one I worked with. It's called the Atlas. You can see it in this picture here to the left. This is just a GNSS unit, but Triton AI didn't have it working at the time, and they wanted to have it working because it's a very high quality unit. So the first part of my project was getting this unit to work. So there was a lot of problems that we had to face. To briefly wrap them up, it's a new device. You couldn't shortcut it. You had to learn what the device was and how it worked. And once we did that, we were able to fix our mistakes. Our biggest mistake in terms of time cost was we were using a USB-C power when it actually needed DC power because the unit has both ports. But when you have an antenna and you're trying to capture GPS data, it has to be using the DC power. So we were able to get that working. Here's an image of San Diego. So you see San Diego from above, and that's where we had our unit set up. You can see it's connected to a lot of different satellites right now. So that was great. And here is the course it actually charted in the Indiana race. So this course was charted using GNSS signals, totally autonomous. That is awesome. So we were able to get that to work. This was my professor who I was working very closely with, Jack, and he was the one telling me to do all these things. So the next thing he wanted me to do was to work with another device. So the device can be seen right there. It's that little board. And this is actually an IMU/GNSS unit. So what did he want me to do with it? Essentially, Triton AI wanted to see if they were using their best hardware or not. And they wanted a way to test the IMU accuracy and quality of some different units. There was a number of IMU units that were at their disposal. I was assigned the P1 SDK to work on. So my goal was to extract raw IMU output, which, spoiler, can be seen here. So I was able to get it, which was awesome. Here you can see the time at which it was recorded. This is the X, Y, and Z values for the acceleration value, the accelerometer, which is the sensor responsible for motion. And then same for the gyroscope, the sensor responsible for rotation. And also it records the temperature as well. So it was awesome. I was able to get all that data. It was quite a process. I had a lot of struggles, which I really talked about a lot in my report. So I'm going to try to not spend too much time on that, but essentially I really just had to jailbreak this little guy, and I was able to use my MacBook to connect to the desktop client, and essentially I had to reboot and reinstall a different firmware onto the device, giving me access to the information I wanted. Had to do a lot of work with just understanding how devices communicate with each other, and when you have issues, what to do. And if you really understand how these devices are communicating with each other and what the goal is, that's something that you can actually, troubleshoot those issues. So I really went into it a lot in my report, but like I said, I was able to get that output, and now Triton AI can properly compare all their different units. So this project was really just working with these devices and doing what the organization needed. And I really am proud to just have a positive impact on the organization, be able to get them this data in addition to getting the atlas working. And so yeah, that's about where I'm going to call my video, but yeah, this was a really awesome experience. Thank you to Triton AI and Professor Jack Huberman, and uh I hope that you guys all found this project interesting, and please check out the report for more details on how I did all this. Thank you.